Welcome back to another video, Spencer Studios. I am so glad to be doing another video with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface from 1974. And I'm really excited to show you guys this figure. This is a really cool one, and I'm just gonna say right off the bat, this is an awesome figure. It comes with the best accessories ever, and I can't wait to show you guys. But we will be discussing this one, and I need your help to discuss if this is a bootleg or not. I got this, I think it was from My Horror Hobby website or something like that. I got it from a website, and it said that it wasn't bootleg. I'm just not 100% sure, but we gotta find out. But this is a really cool figure. I can't wait to show you guys it. As we always do it, we're gonna go into the box first, and then we'll go into the figure. And I'm just really excited to get this, that I got this. I got this recently. I think I got it back in April, and it was a really good figure, actually, good find. Got it for probably, I'm pretty sure, like $35 maybe, or $36. And it was a good figure. So, yeah, we'll hop into this one, and then next time I'll be discussing what figure we might be discussing next. So, let's hop right into it and discuss. Starting off with the box here, as we always do it, this is the wonderful box of the NECA toys. But there is something that's actually really cool about this figure. As we see here, it's a different type of standard packaging. Not by the type of box it is, it's definitely the poster of the box. As with normal NECA figures, such as like one of these, it's like a face. It's either the face of the mask or a weapon or something like that that is normally used. So here it's very cool. I'm pretty sure this is the poster for the movie when it came out in 1974. And we'll read at the top right here, who will survive and what will be left to them. Obviously, if you watch the movie, you can just understand what it means by that. And the Texas Chainsaw Massacre down here, America's most bizarre and brutal crimes. What happened is true. The motion picture that's just as real. And you might be confused. Most of this of the movie is based on a true story back in Texas, long time ago. But I gotta say, that's pretty creepy. It's based off a true story. But that's really cool. I really like this figure a lot. As we see in the back here, it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the tragic tale of 5 young friends who venture into rural Texas one hot afternoon and become victims in one of the most bizarre and brutal crimes in the Travis country history. Many of them meet a horrific end at the hands of a murderous lunatic Leatherface in what comes to be known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. As we can see as the normal picture right here, that's Leatherface right there. And this was his first appearance ever. Actually, I watched it a few times. I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the new one, 2022, and I gotta say that was an awesome movie. It was really cool. I really adore that movie. It's an amazing, great Leatherface, and it's great plot and everything like that. We also get to see Sally in there, which is amazing, who is the last victim who survived in this movie. So yeah, here is Leatherface with the mask and the mallet that he normally uses, and that's really cool. This is also, I'm pretty sure, retro cloth, but his actual suit, like the stripes right here, that's actually plastic. It's really cool. The difference, in my opinion, between the bootleg and the actual real deal figure, I'm pretty sure it's between the aprons. It's different shades of like blood and different like splatters right here. As you see, it's like a little bit of different splatters. But over here, it's the weapons right here. We'll get to that in a second. Obviously, my favorite weapon of them all, and literally all the other figures here, is the chainsaw, because I love the chainsaw. I think that's amazing. Here we get him with his chainsaw right here. And his other face, I forgot to mention, he comes with another face, which is actually really cool. That's amazing. And I just can't wait to get into the weapons. That's my favorite part. And the chainsaw is really cool. I think it's a really good weapon to use if you're like displaying. And that's really cool. So let's hop into the figure. Very sorry, I actually forgot. I forgot the inside. That's very silly of me. So right here is the inside, where we get to see Leatherface with all the different skulls behind him of animals and maybe even some humans, which is really cool. Due to the fact that in the movie Leatherface is so big, he's around 6'4", that the chainsaw looks very tiny compared to him. But as we see here, it's the plastic that we normally get with all the different holdings in the background, and that's really cool. So yeah, that's the little Velcro right there that connects it. And on the side, it says the NECA Texas Chainsaw Massacre with his mask sort of on there. And if you don't know what his mask is made out of, you probably should ask someone else. Don't ask me, because I obviously know what it is, but I don't want to get demonetized. But here's just everything up here. Some warnings up here, because there's some small pieces in there which anyone can choke on, really. But yeah, that's really cool. Here is the figure itself of Leatherface, which I really like, because I like Leatherface. He's one of my favorite slashers of all time. He's a really cool character. But because I am a very big nerd myself, I've really just looked up the name of Leatherface. He goes by Bubba in the first movie, but he does have a second name. I'm pretty sure it was Thomas Brown Hewitt, which was in the last, the 2022 movie. So as we see right here is the Leatherface mask, which is really cool. It's highly detailed too. It's like stitched up face right here. Obviously his real face is in there. We don't really get to see what it looks like, but it's just really cool. Like, you get to look at the destroyed, like, insane eyes that he has and the teeth. He looks probably very ugly underneath. I'm not sure whose face this is that he has on his actual face. Here's his very crazy hair. This is all made out of plastic. This is not like cloth or anything. That's all plastic. There's these stitches right there where he keeps them together with the ears and all that stuff. The head can move side to side pretty well, maybe, but it can't really look up that much. That's probably as much as you can get. That's all it can look down, really. But let's get into the body, which is actually really cool. As we see, it's like a striped, sort of like, yeah, a striped shirt. But obviously, as you can see right here, is the tie. It's like a blue tie sort of thing. Sorry, my dog is barking. But here are the retro cloth with the actual blood on it, blood splatters and everything like that. It's really nice material, actually. It's very flexible. Right here is just the arms. In my opinion, I think that the hands are very tiny. I wish they could be a little bit bigger. Same with the arms that are really skinny. And the hands, there's a little problem with both hands. They, like, tend to move a little bit too much. Like, they look like they're about to pop off. Trust me, this one already popped off, and I already know about it when I was trying to get the chainsaw on. Here is the bracelet, which he has, which is actually teeth right there, and he has really dirty arms, which actually relates a lot to the movie because of how, like, insane he is, of what he does and stuff like that. Dirty apron, and in the back, it's just a cloth. You can tighten it, which I already did. I don't like taking off the cloth on him. It looks very weird. You just tighten it. I don't know how you can loosen it, but that's okay. Right here is the blue pants that he wears, like jeans, I'm pretty sure. It's really cool. They can move, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they can move, but they just don't seem to bend a lot. Yeah, not too much. They can move about open like that wide, I'm pretty sure. And then the feet down here, they're like little shoes, which is really cool. They move, and also, like with every NECA figure, they come with a little peg in the feet and the heel, allowing the figure to stand literally on a stand with pegs. That's really cool. The arm can bend like this as much as you can go. The hand can do a whole 360 degrees. You just got to be careful, obviously. And another thing you got to be careful with is that this piece right here, when you're taking it, like when you're taking the hand off, make sure you still have this piece on. It can get lost very easily. Right here, there's a little bit of swivel right here. The legs can move very well up and down, which is really cool. And then that's it for articulation. I'll get to the heads in just a second. This is really cool. I find this to be a really cool figure. There's just so much detail here. Like, there's everything. There's splotches and all that stuff. NECA always finds a way to, like, do the best that they can. It's always so well. I always approve of NECA. Love their toys. They're amazing. And I actually just recently bought Halloween 2 Michael Myers. And it will be coming in the mail very soon. Probably my next video. It's got it from Big Bad Toy Store for, like, $35. It was a really good deal, and I suggest buying it because it looks really cool, actually. It's the classical Michael, and yeah, so that's really cool. So here's it's just everything you saw already, but we'll get into the comparisons by the end of the video. So it's actually really cool, and I suggest this figure a lot. It's really cool if you buy it, actually. So we're just gonna start with the weapons from over here all the way down there. Save best last to first or whatever it was. But here we have is a cleaver, which is used in the kitchen, obviously, and not for any other purposes. But this was used by Leatherface in the movie. It's very detailed, as always, with all the NECA weapons that they have. It's the little, like, wooden-like handle. This is very cool. It's a very tiny weapon that can be held by Leatherface, and it's very cool. By the way, I didn't mention that with the other Leatherface, the Leatherface that we have, it does not come with any other hands. It does come with heads, but it does not come with hands. Here we have the cleaver, which is really cool. He uses it actually in the new movie too. It's very cool as well. He slices people with it, obviously. We're going to get to the little knife right here. I'm pretty sure it's a knife, but as we see right here, it's a very nice, tiny little knife. It has the little details, sort of like the little holes right there, the silver holes, if you can see a little bit just in there. It's very cool, and I just gotta say, this is really cool, very cool. I don't really use it a lot, but it is still very cool. It's a little bit pointy, but it's good, and it's good to use. It's like all the knives and swords, whatever it comes with. Just be careful. It's bendy, so it can move a lot, and also tend to break. This is a meat hook, obviously, as you can tell. It's very detailed. It's the silver paint with the little hook. If you have a display, like I have a display, but not as good as anybody else's, really, this can be used for like hanging up. If you have like a little hook to hang this up, obviously Leatherface uses this to like hang up his prey. And as we see right here, it's a little blood stain right there, and that's really good. Very detailed, but also just like it's very cool material. It's like a plastic too, it can bend, and that's good. But also it is like a hook, and honestly I think I did a review on the Candyman. I wish that they used this hook instead, because the Candyman hook is a little bit curved, like a little bit too curved, more curved than this, and I wish this was used more. Honestly, if they were to make another Candyman, I hope it'd be Sherman Fields from the new Candyman, because that's my favorite Candyman, obviously. And yeah, that's really cool. It's really cool, and it's pretty big. It's yeah, I gotta say it's probably a couple inches, maybe 4 inches. Here we have is the meat mallet, and this is my second favorite weapon to use in the Leatherface set. It's a very nice tool. It can be held very well. It does not fall out like a lot of other weapons. And this is really cool. There's 2 sides of it. There's like one for sort of like cutting, not really cutting, but like bashing more. And this is just for absolute slamming. So that's really cool. It's a good thing to use for Leatherface, because this is one of his biggest weapons that he uses, and I gotta say that's really cool with the little wooden handle. And it's very cool, like if you're doing a fight or something, this is a really good weapon to use. I used to have this on display, like for when I put him up, Leatherface on display, I'd have him hold this weapon, but I don't really do that anymore because obviously I love the chainsaw. And obviously we're on to the chainsaw, which is my favorite weapon of them all. So this chainsaw, very detailed, obviously. We'll go into a lot more detail with this one. It looks just like a tiny miniature chainsaw. So right here, it's just the blade with the different little like screws that makes it go fast and cut things. The blood right here, which is amazing. I like the detail on it because obviously we know what Leatherface was doing with it. The little charging system right there, and a little bit of vents, which is really cool. The underside, which holds the little handle, which is really cool. This is also a handle, but if they could, they should have painted like red right there for the little button, which is pressed to make this thing going, to keep it going. That's really cool. The charging right there, like I said, some bolts, and at the bottom is the things that work it. If we go on this side, as we can see, there's more vent, which releases a lot of sound, but right here, as you know with a chainsaw, you have to pull the little string for it to get going. That's the string. It would be really cool if it could come out, but that'd be really cool. And then, like I said, the blade and everything like that. Like I always do, and sometimes mess up with. You got to be careful with the handles or anything like that, because I broke mine, actually. I had 2 Leatherfaces before. One was actually a bootleg, and then I bought another one, hoping it wasn't a bootleg. I'm not sure if it is or not. This, I broke both of them twice, but that's okay. You could try gluing it, but you just gotta be careful. Leatherface's hands are very tiny, so they are troubled to open a lot. But that's okay, because it's very cool. It's a cool handle, and it's good to use. You can use it in both hands, or in just one hand. That looks cool. As we see in the trailer for the new Texas Chainsaw, he holds it with one hand when it's raining outside, which is really cool. I think that's really cool. So that's awesome right there. And that's all the weapons, and I think that's just really cool. The chainsaw was obviously my favorite, and I just gotta say, it was awesome. I'm glad I get to use the chainsaw more. So with the new face that we have, like I said before, it comes with another face. Here we have the granny face. This was, I'm pretty sure it was used for when Leatherface was preparing dinner. It's very ugly. I don't tend to use it a lot. This is one of my least favorite heads out of like literally all of the horror NECA figures. But that's okay. I might use it eventually. But it's really cool. It comes with a lot. Different hands, like everything. The head right here with the hair. It's very cool, and the eyes with the little eyelashes right there, the tiny ones too. You can see Leatherface down there with his eyes, and also with the mouth right there. Opens up, really cool, and I think it was the yarn, like the stretchy stuff that like stretches across, which is really cool. The ears right there. And as we see at the bottom, it comes with a peg, the peg hole where you could put it in. And also there's number 2 right there, means it's the number 2 head. It's really cool. I like that a lot. But it's okay. It's a very okay head. I don't tend to use heads a lot unless if it's like maybe a cooler figure, like the Halloween 2, it comes with 3 heads, but I'm going to tend to use 2 of them. And yeah, so that's okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But I gotta say that these weapons are really cool, and everything like that. Everything was great with this figure, and I gotta say it was actually really cool. Now that we're done with all the different details and reviews on the figure, we're going to be doing the size comparisons. So number 1, we're going to be starting with Jason from 2009. This is the figure that we reviewed this last time. It is actually much taller than Leatherface, as we can see right here. Pretty sure this Leatherface is probably 6.5 inches tall, or maybe 6.3. And this Jason is probably almost like 7 feet, inches. But yeah, both are awesome figures. That's another one thing to compare them with, as we already went over this one. So the next one we're going to be going over, obviously, as we all know, my favorite one, Michael Myers. And I do a lot of videos of, like, I'm pretty sure it was stop motions of Leatherface versus Michael Myers, and that's one of the biggest fights I like to put into. Leatherface, obviously, right here. Michael Myers, that's really cool. Sorry about that. So right here is the Michael Myers. I do like to put them into fights. Michael Myers is obviously taller right here, as we can see. It's very cool right here. Leatherface meeting up with Michael Myers, that's a really cool fight. I'd like to see that actually happen. Someone make like a fan-made video. I'd like to see that. But as we see, as we reviewed that one before, and right here is the Leatherface that we just reviewed, and that's really cool. So I like that one a lot. And so for the last figure, you might think it's probably Freddy Krueger, but no, actually, it is not. This might be a figure that we might be reviewing soon. Chucky. And Chucky, I did recently do some research on the new 2019 Chucky movie. I do tend to like that movie. So I put Chucky right here next to Leatherface. I did make a video recently on Leatherface versus the Buddy doll. Right here's Chucky. He stands at 4 inches tall. So I'm not sure how tall he is. I have to measure him probably. But so right here is the Chucky, and I like the Chucky. He's really detailed. We will be going over him eventually. He does come with a lot of accessories, so that's why I'm really excited to do him. And yes, I literally just took him right off the display case, so obviously you can tell why does he look like this. Well, yeah, that's what I did. So yeah, so that's what we see of these figures. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe down below. Hope you all enjoyed, and please take care. And I will be doing my next video on the Halloween 2 Michael Myers from, I'm pretty sure, 1980 or something. I have to see again. But I hope you all enjoy this video. So please take care and have a nice summer.